So if you're a leader, there's a really good chance that you have screwed up at some point. And guess what? Me too. This was me last night. Hey everybody, it's Jay Tim's just about to go do a keynote, so let's go get her done. So I walked in there and got everything set up and was ready to go. And all of a sudden, things just started falling apart. The camera wasn't working properly. The computer wasn't working properly. The screen wasn't working. Everything kind of fell apart. And so I had a 45-minute presentation that I was supposed to do. And it was probably one of my worst ones that I've done in a very long time because nothing was working. Now you can look at it and say, yeah, but Jay, you didn't make a mistake. But in my mind, I had failed to make sure that everything was working properly beforehand, and I just made assumptions. So in my mind, yeah, I did make a mistake. When those sort of things happen, what happens in your brain is that your emotional center takes over and it just shuts down the front part of your brain, which is the thinking part of your brain. And so some of the stuff that was coming out of my mouth just didn't make sense at all. So fast forward to today. I'm coming to the office and I'm thinking to myself, okay, how do I deal with this? And then I remembered my 4-step formula for how do I deal with mistakes? How do I deal with the challenges and how do I overcome them? If I'm being honest with you, these 4 questions have been a lifesaver on so many different occasions for me. Question number 1 is, what does this mean? You and I have the ability to attach any meaning that we want to an event that we experience in our lives. It's actually a choice. Now, granted, those choices are backed up by subconscious drivers and values and etc. But we have the ability to attach whatever meaning we want to it. So you have to decide, does this mean that you're a failure? Does this mean that you're an idiot? Does this mean whatever the case may be? Or does it mean, that was kind of funny? You have to be able to attach the meaning to it. So the question is, what does this mean? So question number 2 really relates to question number 1. And the question is, what can I learn from this? And there's 2 caveats, 2 qualifiers, if you will, around this question. Number 1 is that the answer has to be positive. And number 2 is the answer has to be about yourself. So you can't say, well, I learned that I'm an idiot. Or you can't say, I learned that nobody is ever there to support me. That's not a learning that is going to be helpful for you. So something that I learned from last night is that I need to be better prepared for all eventualities. Question number 3 is, how can I implement this learning right now? Not next week, right now. So the first thing that I did as soon as I got out of that meeting last night was I arranged to have a projector that I can pick up and I can use and I can figure it out beforehand so that I don't have to get there and try to figure it out in the moment. So I implemented that learning in that exact moment. And question number 4 really is, who can I go teach about this? Which is exactly why I'm doing this video right now. Who can I go and teach about this learning? Because learning that you have for yourself, it's great. But when you share it, a couple of things happens. Number 1 is that it solidifies it in your brain. It solidifies that learning so that it builds those neural connections in your brain. The second thing that it does is that, don't you want other people to learn from your mistakes? Like, don't you want to help the people around you become better so that they don't have to go through the same stuff that you did? So question number 4 is, who can I go teach this to? To that end, I just want to teach you guys everything I know about being a leader. You know, I've been doing this now for 30, 35 years, and I've developed a lot of leaders in my time. And all of the learning and stuff that I have, it's great and it's wonderful because it helps the companies that I've built and the companies that I consult with. But I want to help you. So what I want you to do is I want you to make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave some comments, let me know what you thought so that I can give you some stuff that you really want. Because at the end of the day, that's what being a leader is all about, is helping other people become better.